All right, hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 2. We are trapped here in this dungeon, and if we look in our inventory, we have but one item left, and that is the sapphire pin that we received, which what we can do is talk to Kata. Kata just stares suspiciously at you. Show Kata our pin. A pin like that can only be seen by a friend. Such is its magic. It is Kata magic. You must be very trusted by my people to gain such a thing. Well, Kata friend, let us escape this very dangerous place. If we can mention Shameen. Now that you've made friends and told tales, it's time to think about escaping. All right. So we're going to use this pin to pick the lock. As you know, the character told us when he first got the pin, it reminds him of what he first used in picking locks. You find that the guards took all your equipment. When they search, your equipment is beyond reach. You'll need to find something else. Use pin to pick lock. Remembering your advanced adventuring lessons, you set to work on the cell door lock using the pointed end of your sapphire pin as a lockpick. I have heard from others in the underground that there is a concealed passage in the room outside this cell. Well, let's find out. The entrance to the passageway should be here. You're getting really hungry, okay? All right, yes, here it is. Lend your strong shoulder to the task. Do not fear. I will lead you safely through the passageway, Kata friend. Perhaps before you leave, you should pick up your equipment over there near your cell. But do not dally long, or the guards will surely come. Take the equipment. Cover all your equipment. Enter passage. The Kata leads you through dark passages under the palace to a secret exit into the Razir streets. Sharaf warns you that tomorrow night the underground plans to attack the palace and overthrow the Emir. He shows you the passage that leads back towards the Blue Parrot Inn and reminds you to be wary of guards. Then he bids you good luck and scurries off. Alright, so now we will just walk these pathways, and ultimately there's only one place that we can end up, and that is here with this gentleman. You find you cannot move. The man before you has a low, pleasant voice and eyes like a snake. Shadow, I am your friend. Remember your friend, Ad Avis. Remember my voice. Remember my face. Trust me, I am your friend. You try to struggle, but your body will not obey. You cannot even close your eyes, but you try to avoid his gaze. There is something about his eyes, though. Shadow, I am your friend. I am your friend, and you trust me. Trust in my words. Trust in my eyes. Look in my eyes. You look at his eyes and cannot look away. They seem to glow. His words seem to whirl around in your head. Shadow, I am your friend. Obey now your friend, Ad Avis. Obey now my words. Obey now my voice. Trust in your friend and obey me. You find yourself relaxing. You are with a friend. His eyes are gentle and his smile warms you. Shadow, you know me. I am your friend, Ad Avis, who helped you escape from the dungeons of Razir. Is that what happened? Together, we seek to aid our friend, Amir Aras. I was his trusted vizier, remember? You find yourself nodding at this humble, gentle man. To end the evil reign of Kaveen and restore our friend, the Amir Aras, together we must go out into the desert. We must journey to the Forbidden City and recover the magic item that will break the spell upon the Emir. We need to get the statue of Iblis. Yes, you know this is something you've got to do, but you frown as you try to remember something you once heard about Iblis. You remember the statue of Iblis, don't you? It has the remarkable powers. It can break any spell it touches. We need to take the statue to Arus, our friend. Together, let us save the city of Razir. He puts his arm on your shoulders, and you smile. Here is a man of great wisdom that you have trusted and respected, and he needs your help. Together you will save the Emir. You and Ad Avis will get the statue of Iblis. You there, try walking through the door now. No, fool, pass through it. Oh, get out of the way. Seems different. You have no idea how or why you got here, but it is nice to be able to help such a nice man. I cannot be mistaken. My translation of the prophecy must be correct. It must be you. Of all the stupid heroes in the world, I had to be cursed with you. What is wrong? How does it go? For 1,000 years and a year, Iblis will be bound. I know that it has been 1,001 years to this very day, so that must be correct. beneath the tombstones of the city that he once did found. This is the Forbidden City, there is no doubt of that. Then comes a hero from the Northland, led on to despair. You are the only hero and I have found recently, and must be you, and I have no doubt you will despair before I am through with you. Passing through the door unopened that he will find there. The door, accursed door. Why can you not pass through it? When the moonlight shines between the dragon's jaws and is caught and held there by the scorpion's claws. The moon, it is not due to rise between the two constellations until tomorrow. How can I be wrong? I will not be denied. I cannot be wrong. It did not say 1,000 years, 1,001 years and a day. No. But how can the moon be where it cannot be? You're the hero. Answer me. How can the moon be between the dragon and the scorpion? What we have to do here, this is pretty difficult of a puzzle, I would say, is use the item that was given to us by Zanisha, I don't know, whatever her name was, to reflect the light to where we want it. So we're going to use the mirror. You whip the mirror out of your pocket and carefully direct the reflected moonlight between the constellations. At last. Now, how does the rest of the prophecy go? And at last the hero, he who waits behind shall see, while Iblis rises by the dark one and the light shall flee. By the name of Suluiman, so shall this be. Suleiman. Okay. Now you know all you need to know. Go in there and bring me the statue of Iblis. For a few moments your mind is overwhelmed by the squalling, whirling wind. Then the euphoric feeling starts to fade and you stand alone in the darkness. The past few hours are hazy in your memory. You remember only one thing clearly. You are here to find the statue of Iblis. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is use our lamp for some light. And then we're going to walk through this pathway, trying to be careful and not... supposed to go through here? Yeah, that's the entrance. What's happening? Having trouble, hero. There we go. I had to use the keypad. Alright, now we have to time our jumps well. So we're going to jump on the log and then jump off the log. Wonderful. Now we look at these rocks here. Careful examination of the air hole and the rocks above reveals that there are some loose stones that hold the structure together. There are small fissures running between its base and the rocks above. So, I don't think it's really necessary to show it, but if we try to walk up here right now, there's going to be air that pushes us back that is too powerful for us to walk through. So, what we have to do is... Your foot slips due to the force of the air rushing into that small opening. There is tremendous pressure from all the wind trying to surge into the hole, and you struggle to overcome it. Ooh, that was close. Now what we have to try and do is... Forget how we have to phrase it, but we'll try and force the rocks. There we go. The wind no longer blows as fiercely as before. That actually might have been more of the fighter's solution. I think the thief is supposed to maybe wedge his dagger in, but given our strength and the confusion with importing the character, I think that's what happened there, is we just kind of shoulder thrusted it. Now you want to be careful here walking across, because you can pretty easily fall off of the ledge, which isn't that big of a problem, but it is annoying and I don't want to deal with it. So, alright, there we go. Now, the heat of this room is painful. You feel the sweat pour down from you and hear it sizzle on the ground below. There is a distinct odor of brimstone around you. Hang on one moment. I'm just going to save it here just in case we happen to get crispified. Alright. You can also, keep an eye on our health and use our health pills, healing pills, as needed. You want to try and avoid the flame spurts as much as possible. And definitely, so what can happen sometimes is if you get hit by one, you get caught in a little bit of a loop where, as the game's loading, you end up getting hit repeatedly. I don't think we took too much damage there. Yeah, not too bad. So there are 3 ways of dealing with this. As the thief, what we want to do is use our rope and climb down. And then we'll approach this door. You hear a deep, echoing voice. None shall enter, none shall pass, but he who speaks the name of power. Speak now the name of power. And as Ad Avis just said, the name is, I don't know if I say this right, but I always say Saluiman. Hear a sound of thunder. I think you get 3 attempts, and if you fail all 3 times, then you perish. Now we must avoid touching any of this treasure. Open this door. A glow illuminates this chamber. It flows from an object high atop the strange structure before you. At the sight of this glowing object, you feel irresistibly drawn forward. Your feet seem to move with a will of their own. As you draw near, you see that the object is a statue made of crystal. A dark, shapeless form stirs within it. The crystal's cool glow is numbing. You feel compelled to pick it up, but as you reach out, you freeze. You are suddenly unable to move. Fool, some hero you are, a pawn of the very man you sought to destroy. Thanks to your help, I now have that through which I can summon the greatest destructive power ever known, Iblis himself. Do you know how long I have awaited this moment? 70 years. 70 years I have served the Dark Master while watching for the stars to align. 70 years I have spent learning the magic that controls men's minds and waiting for a fool to fulfill the prophecy for me. Tonight, as the moon arises between the scorpion's claws and the dragon's teeth, I shall begin the ritual that shall make me the master. I will control Iblis and thus control the world. You're getting tired, okay. While you, pawn of prophecy, shall remain behind in this tomb, you shall be he who waits behind. Farewell, hero. Well then. That wasn't very polite of him. So we can walk down here, and then if we hang out for a little bit, we will soon see a little something drawing our attention. Ooh, you see a small golden ring around the tip of that stalagmite. Or is it a stalactite? I don't know. Take ring. You're not close enough. Okay. You pick up the ring and read the inscription. He who waits behind. As you put it on your finger, you twist it a bit to see its design. Whoa. I may grant you 3 wishes, O Master of the Ring. What is your first wish? Let's ask about wishes. I can grant you 3 wishes by the power of the ring. I can get you anything you want as long as it is health, prowess, or teleporting you to Iblis. Well, I think we could certainly use one of the wishes for teleporting. We could heal ourselves, which isn't particularly necessary, or we can wish for some talent with various things. Now, this is the only way in the game that you can get anything over 200 for your character to be imported with. It's a little bit interesting because some of the stats will carry over if you increase them past 200 and others won't. I don't remember which ones do and don't, but tell you what, why don't we just, since I've been really going to continue these characters, since I don't anticipate refilming for the other games, let's just increase our climbing since that's the only one we weren't really able to work on in this game. I have power may have the skill of 10 men, so they feel much more skilled. I think, yeah, it's so nice when magic actually works. What's your next wish? I think it brings us up by 50, yeah, so why don't we just do it again? Do it again. Alright, fine. Wish for lockpicking. Skill of 10 men. Gee, it's so nice when magic works. Alright. So then, yeah, so our lockpicks are now 250. You can wish for another, skill, but then you're just trapped here. So now we wish for teleportation. In the name of Suleiman bin Daoud, the Binder, and by my power as he who waits behind, take us to Iblis. Now, as we arrive here, wow, what do you know? It worked. My magic really worked. We're going to listen to what the genie has to say. We are now in what you call Razir. This is as close to Iblis as I could get. There are some very powerful spells coming from the palace over there. We don't have much time. Which is true, we do need to move very quickly. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go. There's a soft whisper from the alleyway. Hello, friend. What magic you have at your command? The underground is prepared to attack the palace. If you need to enter there, we will provide some distraction for you. However, we are almost ready, so you must hurry before you are caught in the battle. I believe he just leaves. Good. Sharif silently sneaks off. Alright, so we are going to end things here, and when we come back, we will move forward with the end sequence of the game. So, hopefully you enjoy that, but until then, see ya.